guys, I hope you're well. I'm great, in case anyone's interested. I've been traveling quite a lot lately, which is always lovely. But now the semester has started and I'm settling a little bit more into the normal rhythm. And with that, I had to buy some books, partly to study, partly just because I'm interested in them. So I want to share these books with you. A few of them are gonna be about theatre, but there's gonna be a random TV show one at the end, so stay tuned for that. The first book I bought is State of the Nation by Michael Billington. This is a history of British theatre since the Second World War to the present, more or less. And Michael Billington is the critic of The Guardian, and he has been the critic of The Guardian for the past, I don't know, literally 50 years or something. So he's been around for a lot of stuff. So this book is pretty much his recollection of the events, I believe. It's not super academic. I think it should be quite approachable and easy to read for anyone. Not sure how objective it's gonna be. I don't always agree with his views, but I mean, every book is sort of from the point of view of the author, isn't it? So yeah, I think this should be quite an easy to read, lovely retelling of the history of the British theatre, and particularly drama, probably, because these books tend to focus on drama more than the productions of it. Then a book by another critic, Benedict Nightingale, who I believe is probably not around anymore, I'm not entirely sure. He also was one of those long-serving critics who wrote about theatre all his life. And the book is called Great Moments in the Theatre. It's sort of a list of these milestone productions. There are usually only about 2 pages about each production, and it goes from antiquity until 2009, I think, is the last one. So again, this is something probably more just anecdotal, but it should be very easy to read, to dip in and out of, and you learn what the milestones were, and you can research them further if you want to. But in contrast to that, I would like to show you a book that's a bit more academic as well. I didn't technically buy this one, it's a library book, but who cares? It's called Political Theatre in Post-Thatcher Britain, New Writing 1995 till 2005. It's by Amelia Hochritzer, who's an American theatre scholar. It's quite a unique view of the so-called in-your-face theatre, the style that developed in the 90s. And it puts it into the political context, which is something I personally really needed. I really like political theatre, I'm interested in political theatre, and I always felt that in-your-face theatre, which usually has sort of 4 people who take drugs, talking in a room for ages, I felt like I wasn't getting what is this saying, actually. This definitely made me see it in a new way, because she puts this in context of the social climate after the Margaret Thatcher era. And it made me realize that these plays are actually profoundly political, but I wasn't understanding what that moment was about. I'm not gonna get into the details here, but if you're someone who is interested in the relationship between theatre and the reality and the politics and the social climate that it reflects, then I would like to bring this to your attention. And the last book I bought is slightly silly, perhaps, but hear me out. I've been absolutely obsessed with this TV series called Jonathan Creek, which is from the late 90s. It literally started 20 years ago, but I've never seen it until now, and now I am obsessed. They brought out a book ages and ages ago, If you've ever seen QI, then you know Alan Davis. He plays the main character. And he's a magician who solves very mysterious crimes. And he lives in a windmill. Are you not sold yet? And there is a character of a journalist called Maddie, who is very different to Jonathan, and they develop this beautiful friend slash love interest relationship. The show is incredibly funny, but it does take the crime seriously as well. The plots are quite clever. If you've not seen it, I totally recommend getting your hands on a DVD of the first 3 seasons of Jonathan Creek. And yeah, this is just a book about the show. It talks about how it came to be, about the casting. There are biographies of the main actors and the writer. It has a lot of sort of backstage photos. Then there is some additional info about each episode, and there should also be a mystery for you to solve. So I'm curious about that. I want to stay in that world just a little bit longer. But that's all for today, guys. I hope you're having a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!